The Bullitt County community is leaning on each other tonight as they honor the lives of two young brothers who police say were killed by their mother last week. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. I'm Alex Dieterer. Friends, family, and even strangers gathered tonight for a vigil for 9-year-old Jaden and his brother, 6-year-old Maurice. WHAS11's Connor Steffen and photojournalist Aspen Hester are in Shepherdsville, where that vigil just wrapped up. Connor, what an emotional scene tonight.
Alex, let me tell you, it is quite the image to see. Out of hundreds of people, dozens actually crying for these two young brothers that they never even met. Of course, we are talking about 6-year-old Maurice and 9-year-old Jaden, two brothers who police say were shot and killed by their mother in their Shepherdsville home on Wednesday. It took not even a week for this community to come together and wrap itself around their new guardian angels.
We have a God who's comforting, and that we can come together and be mourn with the family, but also it's just gut-wrenching to sit there and think about it, and you're like, how could this happen? But then you understand. I mean, it is life, but how can we make that better and more positive?
This event was planned by a small group of people, but they said it all came together in less than 9 hours, if you can believe that, from the spectacle we saw here outside of Little Flock Baptist Church earlier. We've heard from everyone tonight, from family, friends to first responders, even Jaden and Maurice's bus driver, who remembers when she heard what had happened to them.
I lost it. I'll be honest with you. I cried really hard. And they were such sweet babies. Nobody deserves that, you know, to die like that. So, I mean, they don't.
Coming from a preacher who spoke here tonight, he said that people should take the energy exhibited here today and bring it in to next week, next month, next year. Hopefully through that, they can prevent another tragedy like this from ever happening here again. We're live in Bullitt County. Connor Steffen, WHAS 11 on your side.
Thank you, Connor. The boy's mother, Tiffany Lucas, is charged with 2 counts of murder in the case. She's being held in the Bullitt County Detention Center on a $2 million bond. Lucas is expected back in court this Tuesday, which is November 14th. New for you at 6:30, first responders came together today to honor one of their own who died in the line of duty yesterday. 53-year-old Sergeant Thomas Petschke Jr. died last night after responding to a fire in Goshen. Petschke suffered a medical emergency while responding to that fire. He was immediately given medical attention and then transported to a local hospital where he later died. Today, the Ballardsville Fire Department honored his legacy.
Tom was a husband, a father, a son, a man of God, and a firefighter.
Petschke was a Ballardsville firefighter for 10 years. He's described as a hardworking entrepreneur, owning Industrial Turkmen Solutions in LaGrange, and a servant to the Oldham County community. Earlier this evening, a procession made its way from LaGrange Road to a funeral home in Louisville. First responder and law enforcement brothers and sisters pay their respects.
He was an example of a volunteer fireman, always trying to expand his knowledge and serve the community the best way he could.
A cause of death has not yet been released. Anchorage Middletown Fire is helping the small department during this difficult time and will give more details as they do become available. Following a deadly shooting at the Dker Manor housing complex, residents and advocates are demanding accountability. LMPD Major Shannon Lauder says officers found a man shot inside Dker Manor on East Muhammad Ali Boulevard around 8 last night. He died at the scene and one person has been detained. Outside the complex today, residents and members of Black Lives Matter say they've tried to call attention to the violence and unresolved issues. Their demands include the creation of a task force with residents to immediately rehouse requests in queue and space for residents on the Metro Housing Authority Board.
People keep saying, what if it was your grandmother? It is somebody's grandmama.
That's true.
It is somebody's granddaddy. It is somebody's uncle and auntie, somebody's mother, somebody's daughter. And they are worried and they are concerned, and you should not have to live with this type of worry and concern every day.
A statement from the Metro Housing Authority says their mission is, quote, to set a standard of operational excellence in providing quality, affordable housing opportunities for residents to achieve self-sufficiency and an enhanced quality of life, and collaborating with community partners to build strong, viable neighborhoods. They go on to say they encourage anyone with maintenance concerns to directly report them right away. The federal trial for former LMPD officer Brett Hankison will resume tomorrow, with Hankison himself back on the stand. Hankison is accused of violating the civil rights of Breonna Taylor and others when he fired into Taylor's apartment on March 13, 2020. The prosecution has argued Hankison fired blindly into the apartment. They've called witnesses who testified they would not have fired through the apartment door and window. On the stand last Thursday, Hankison said he heard Sergeant John Mattingly yell he was hit and then more gunfire. He testified he isolated the target and fired inside. Hankison will wrap up his testimony tomorrow. The judge expects closing arguments will happen tomorrow as well. Right now, local Ford workers are casting their votes on the proposed contract between the UAW and the automaker. Voting got underway around 9:30 this morning at the Galt House. Ford and the UAW reached a tentative deal after a strike that lasted more than a month and shut down the Kentucky truck plant here in Louisville. The contract includes a 25% pay raise over 4.5 years and cost of living raises.
It's historic, it's epic, it's never been done before. But you have to remember, there are members that's relative to them. Not everything that, is in the agreement is something that they wanted or needed, or vice versa. So it's really all relative to the individual. But overall consumption of the agreement, it's historical.
Voting will end at 10 tonight. Union leaders say they expect to have the votes counted by midnight. Honoring the service and sacrifice of our veterans will take you to a special program in Jeffersontown next.
Of 10 of those local Denny's, most of which are in Michigan, has filed for bankruptcy.
So passionate about weather.
And it includes that Denny's in E-Town.
It's not just numbers and charts, it's making sure our community is prepared for whatever Mother Nature throws our way.
I want to know what to expect when I step outside every day, and I know you do too.
But it does mention...
WHAS11 Chief Meteorologist Ben
no, never mind, that's a different Jeffersonville.
Good Morning, Kentuckiana.
This Friday through Monday, it's Louisville Overstock's Big Veterans Day Warehouse Sale.
Hi, I'm Mark Krish of Coit Cleaning and Restoration. Over 70 years ago, we pioneered the cleaning business. Today, we continue to deliver exceptional services guaranteed in writing. Right now, save 30%. Go online or call us today.
This Friday through Monday, it's Louisville Overstock's Big Veterans Day Warehouse Sale. Get amazing factory direct deals on new home furnishings for every room. And don't pay any interest for 12 months. This weekend only, Louisville Overstock Warehouse.
My name is Patricia Jones. Without Dker, I wouldn't be here. I love my kids. So I'm going to fight to stay here.
All-wheel drive season is coming. Changes, weather, road conditions. What doesn't change? Toyota's commitment to giving you the freedom to explore. With more all-wheel drive choices, like the best-selling RAV4, Toyota is now offering $1,000 APR cash on any new gas model 2024 RAV4, or low APR financing up to 72 months on remaining 23 RAV4s, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Change is coming. Save now on RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Mark Krish of Coit Cleaning and Restoration. Over 70 years ago, we pioneered the cleaning business. Today, we continue to deliver exceptional services guaranteed in writing. Right now, save 30%. Go online or call us today.
All new tonight at 6:30, the city of Jeffersontown honored our veterans today with a special program. This was Jeffersontown's 28th annual Veterans Day celebration, held at the Freedom Wall Memorial at Veterans Park this afternoon. Captain Marge Graves, who served in the U.S. Army Nurse Corps during Vietnam, served as keynote speaker.
And being a veteran is one of the proudest roles that I have ever played. And if I had to do it again, including my tour in Vietnam, I would do it again, because there's nothing that is any prouder in the hearts of veterans and what they have done for this country to give freedom for each one of us.
Graves was also honored yesterday during Louisville's Veterans Day Parade, becoming the first woman to serve as Grand Marshal. Considered the greatest racehorse of all time, Secretariat is being honored in the same town where he retired 50 years ago. Of Paris in central Kentucky unveiled this statue at the new Secretariat Park. It's part of the Secretariat Festival that wraps up today. The unveiling came exactly 50 years after Secretariat arrived at Claiborne Farm in Paris. The town commissioned the life-size bronze sculpture of the Triple Crown winner from Jocelyn Russell and her husband.
The first time we did a walk through the park, that was July 2022. There was an old fountain and some tired trees, but there was a dream. And 16 months later, you have to say, this place is stunning. It really is. And I'm so happy to be part of it.
The new park is on Main Street in Paris and also features a 3-story mural of Secretariat winning the 1973 Kentucky Derby.